Hi, I'm Ellie Roberts, and my topic is social media and mental illness. I will be analyzing the relationship between social media and mental health. For context, today there are many different types of social media, whether that be Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, and the majority of teens use these apps. My thesis is excessive time spent on social media can lead to higher likelihood of depression and anxiety. I will be analyzing the age group 13 to 32 years of age. This age group will allow more teens to connect to this idea because the majority of teens use social media apps. For my first point, I have created this graph based on the research I collected from Pew Research Institute and cross-examined this research with Child Mind Institute, which examines depression and anxiety rates in teens. So for my blue bar, it shows time spent on social media in a day. The red bar shows the anxiety and depression rates. As you can see, they're highly correlated. In 2006, our screen time was at low because screen time was being first introduced, and our anxiety and depression rates were at an all-time low. However, in 2019, we can see as screen time rates rise, anxiety and depression rates also rise. This shows that there is a correlation between social media and mental health. It is important to note this data graph when analyzing social media and mental health. This data, collected from the Child Mind Institute, shows depression rates in 2004, which were at an all-time low, compared to depression rates in 2019. The year 2004 is really important to note is because it is the first year when social media was introduced, based on 2019 when social media is at its peak and the majority of users are using it. As you can see, there's a huge gap between the years, and this shows that social media does have an effect on depression rates. However, there is a lot of positives to social media, and I want to analyze them. This is a survey given by the Pew Research Center that teens allowed to give their responses based on how they feel about social media. 81% feel more connected to their peers through 81% feel more connected to their friends on social media. 69% thinks it helps them create a more diverse group of people. 68% feel as if they have people who support them on social media. However, there is a negative side to this survey, and I want to analyze it to show that there's good and bad on each situation. 45% feel overwhelmed by all the drama on social media. 43% feel pressured to daily post and post things that are not reality. 37% feel pressure to post things that they know will get a lot of comments and likes. This data, collected by the Pew Research Center, shows that there is a lot of good to do with social media. The majority of people feel that social media is positive, but a minority feels that it's negative. So I don't think we should discount the negative or the positive in this claim. I think that this will help us arrive to a possible solution that will help both sides. For my story, I want to share a story about Colin Kartchner. Colin Kartchner is a man who had devoted his whole life to share what social media and social media can do to your mental health. He shared talks with parents and teens about what social media can and the effects that it can have on your health. One story that he shared was this one woman who came up to him and she said, "I don't know what to do. Should I give my kids social media?" And he responded and he said, "Giving your child a phone and access to social media is like handing your child a loaded gun." Well, this is a very extreme analogy. I think it does have some merit because I do think that social media can be very harsh on your mental health. He shared a story of a young woman who had come to this time in her life where she was extremely depressed. He talked with her and he said, "Well, what are you doing on your phone? Like, how has your phone had an impact in your life?" And she responded and she said, "Well, I'm on my phone most of the time for my work and my job." And he said, "I know that this is not how to solve depression, but I think it could help if you went on a 7-day break from social media and your phone and just allowed yourself to just be alone with your own thoughts and not think about social media or what other people are posting. Don't feel that social pressure. And she said, oh, okay, I will try that. And she came back 8 days later, having taken her social media break, and she said, I feel much better now. She wasn't cured from depression, but she said that she felt a lot lighter and a lot happier because she took that social media break. I think this shows the correlation between social media and mental health. This has helped me come to the conclusion that for a solution, we shouldn't just get rid of social media. I don't think that's a reliable solution, and I don't think that would be a viable future that we could live in, because we rely on social media a lot. But I do think that I don't think that we should just have free reign on social media. I think that we should be limiting our time on social media. If we set a time limit on our phones, or set a time limit and just recognize how much time you are spending a day on social media and keeping track. I think this could help with your mental health, and it could also help lower depression and anxiety rates. And here is my works cited. Thank you.